Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be unboxing and trying on the EYESCREAM Beauty box for the month of October 2022. I'm so excited to get this box. When I got out the mailbox yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm going to sit down and film it. So today is Wednesday, and my hope is that I'm going to get it filmed, edited, and uploaded today. Fingers crossed. So if you're not familiar with the EYESCREAM Beauty box, it's $25 a month. You get 5 to 7 full-sized items. You're guaranteed a palette in every box, and it is very heavily on the makeup. You don't get a lot of skincare in here. So I also have a coupon code, and it's Michelle10 to get 10% off your first subscription. I'm going to have everything listed down in the description box for you. I'm going to have the website and also the discount code if you're interested. So I've been getting this box since last December, and I love this box. I also have all of my unboxings, and I do spoilers as well. But I have all of that listed in a playlist for you guys. So if you wanted to check out any of the past boxes to kind of get a feel for the box, I definitely have everything listed in a playlist for you. So if you like these types of unboxings and try-ons, please make sure that you're giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, girl, I would love to have you subscribe. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so that way you're notified every time I do an upload. But let's go ahead and unbox her so I can play around with the eyeshadow palette. So this month's card is Season of the Witch. And this is what the card looks like. This just gives you a list of the products, and it tells you the prices of everything. So girl, you already know I'm going to start with the star of the show, which is always the palette to me. This is Ditto Cosmetics, and this is the Hura eyeshadow palette, and this retails for $30. They have it very well packaged, so they have it taped up on the sides. Comes in a really nice sleeve. This is what she looks like. Let's open her up. Oh my god, look at that blue. Isn't that beautiful? I really should have wore a blue shirt today. I did not think that blue was going to be that pretty. You know, it looks like a pressed glitter. Is it a pressed glitter? I think it is. Yes, this is a pressed glitter, but it's very smooth. It's swatching really nicely. Ooh, that's a nice feeling blue. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all the blues really quick. So this is all the blues in the palette. They're really pretty. So you have like a light, a medium dark, and then a dark, and then you have the glitter, which is gorgeous. So I just swirled into the shade, and it looks like it's blending together really well. See, because I thought at first they were going to be like the same shades, but that's really pretty. That's a really pretty shade, that burgundy that has like the sparkle in it. So let me go ahead and swatch these red ones beside of these. So those are red ones, red and burgundy shades. The formula is really nice. It feels really smooth, buttery on my fingers, so I like that. I'm not really swatching this in any particular order. I'm just kind of putting colors together that I think would look good together, really. Oh, I like that. That's like a champagne shade. You got a yellow. This is like a really light green. This right here is like a mustard yellow. That's pretty. So this is like the beige transition color, which I'm so happy that it has this color in here. That's really pretty. The black and the dark brown. So this is the next item. This is the Beauty Crop Cocoa Glow Illuminating Drops, and this retails for $19. And this is what the packaging looks like. It does say to shake well. It also says that you can mix this in your foundation or use this as a primer on its own. I do like the dropper. I like how it's a push button. It does feel like a dry oil. It does have like little pieces of glitter in here, so I don't know. You might not like that. If you're not into glitter, you're probably not gonna like this product. It doesn't have a smell, so I appreciate that. So next up we have this Paris Tools foundation brush, and this retails for $30. So this is what the brush looks like, and it comes with a little cap for it, and it does kind of clip on there. So you just got to make sure that you clip it, and it does clip on and stay in place. So yeah, that's kind of nice. It feels really soft. We'll definitely try it out today. I usually don't use brushes when I'm applying my foundation, but I'm always down to try a brush for foundation. So up next we have the Mirabella Beauty Black Male Eye Crayon, and this retails for $20. This is what the packaging looks like. I like the black chrome, and it's just a sharpened big pencil, so you could use this as an eyeliner or as a eyeshadow base. I'm probably going to use it as an eyeliner today though. And last but not least is the Beauty Crop Cherry Lip Trio for $24. This is our first shade here. It's like a pink shade, and the center of it has a little heart. Oh, it has some nice pigment to it though. Oh wow, that's a pretty red. That really is pretty. See, I love that shade right there. That's probably going to be the shade that I use today. Okay, girl, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the eyeshadow palette here. So I'm going to start off with shade O, and I do like that this has a mirror in the palette. I'm so happy that this has a transition shade like this. Like, if you've been watching me, you know that I love brownie shade for my transition area. I'm just going to build this color up. This color is building up really nicely. It's not patchy. Okay, so for my outer crease, I think I'm going to use E. This is that dark brown shade. Very nice pigment. It's not really showing up on the eye sparkly though, so it's just showing up on the eye as a matte color. I mean, these shades are buffing out so nicely. I love how they're building up. They're not going on too pigmented, which is easier to work with. If it's too pigmented off the bat, then it's harder to work with, but you can definitely build this color up. Okay, so now for my inner portion of my lid, I'm going to use that champagne color. Oh, that's really pretty. Showing up very nicely. And I'm not having to spray my brush. So now I'm going to go back with this brush that I had the brown on. I'm not adding anything to it. I'm just going to blend the two together. So now I'm just going to go back with the very first brush, not adding anything to it, but just going to buff out. I like that a lot. That looks so pretty. So now I'm going to try out the Mirabella eye crayon. I'm going to use it as an eyeliner and see how it works, which is kind of weird for me because I usually close my eye when I do my eyeliner, so it works good for an eyeliner though. So now I'm just going to clean up before I do my foundation. I'm trying to think how I want to use these drops. If I want to use them as a primer, I think that's how I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to use this as a primer because it is a dry oil, so it does absorb into the skin pretty good though. Your skin doesn't feel extra greasy, it just feels really nice and moisturized. But you do have little particles of glitter, so if you're not into glitter, you're probably not going to like this. But again, it doesn't have a smell. My skin absorbed it pretty good. But I do have dry skin. So if you have oily skin, don't know if you're going to love this product. So for foundation today, I'm going to be using this hard candy one so we can try out this brush here. Like I said, I normally don't use brushes, but this one feels like a nice dense brush. We'll see how it applies. I'm going to use this Hard Candy Glamouflage foundation. This is a matte foundation, so I like to mix this with my more dewier primers. And then I'm just going to start buffing it into the skin. I feel like you do need to put your finger behind the head because the head keeps bending on you and it's kind of moving everywhere. So you kind of do have to put your finger behind the head of it to keep it still. It's not leaving my face streaky, so I appreciate that. I feel like I would probably like this better for contour than for foundation. I don't really love this for foundation, but then again, girl, I'm not really a brush person for foundation anyways. I like my sponge a lot better. So I think I actually am just going to go ahead and try this with some of my e.l.f. Putty bronzer. I love this bronzer. So I'm just going to kind of dip it around in there, add it to my cheeks. I'm just going to kind of tap it. I mean, I feel like it works pretty good for both. I like it for the jaw. But I definitely do think I like this better for contouring and adding a little bit of cream bronzer. It's a really nice soft brush. If you like to use brushes for your foundation, you're probably gonna like this, except for the fact that it is a bit flimsy. I didn't really care for that either. Okay, so I got the rest of my makeup done. I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into the palette and finish my lower lash line. So I'm gonna use the dark brown shade, and I'm gonna run that underneath of my lower lash line. So for my brow bone, I'm gonna use the champagne shade. And I'm probably going to use that same shade for my inner corner highlight too. Going back with the very first brush and blending the two together. I am going to pop on some mascara. Okay girl, so I got my mascara done and I went ahead and lined up my lips with a dark brown lip liner so we can try out the lipstick. It feels really nice and moisturizing. It's not sticky at all, so I really like that. I really like the color. I'm all about a neutral color. That pink is definitely going to work too. I probably will try the red. I just don't wear red too often, but it did look like a nice shade of red. But I really like how my look turned out. I think it looks so good. I love the neutral look. So of course, you know, I love the eyeshadow palette. This is probably my favorite thing out the box. This is a really beautiful palette. I'm definitely going to be doing more looks with this palette. Really like the lipstick. It feels so good on my lips. Very smooth, not sticky. The pigment is there. So yeah, I definitely enjoy the lipstick. I do like this. I'm probably going to use it as an eyeliner. I probably would use this as an eyeshadow base too for black. You can also use black as an eyeshadow base underneath of darker colors like dark purples. Black base works really good underneath of dark purples. I really did like this product. It didn't interfere with my foundation. My foundation doesn't look any different than it normally does. You can still kind of see the glowiness coming through the foundation, which is what I like. That's why I like to mix a more dewy primer with a matte foundation. But yeah, I think it looks really good. I did enjoy this product. Not so much on the brush. Don't really care for this brush. I think it's too flimsy. I just personally do not like brushes for my foundation. So if I do use this again, it would be for contour. But yeah, I really don't care for this brush too much. Okay girl, so that was everything. Let me know what your favorite product is out of this month's box. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!